the Eagles Pep Band, and you're watching CITV.
Hello and welcome to another edition of CITV Sports. I'm Scott Samuel David Weiss. It's Wednesday, December 20th, 2017. We're at Colonial Elementary School Gymnasium in Plymouth meeting for Suburban 1 American Wrestling, featuring the Quakertown Panthers of Quakertown, Pennsylvania, and the Plymouth Whitemarsh Colonials of Plymouth meeting. This is the Suburban 1 American opener for both teams. Quakertown coming about 32 miles away to get here, coached by Kurt Handel. The Colonials coached by first-year head David Luffy. We're going to start the night off at 145 pounds. Quakertown will send out Tyler Cianciola, and PW will have Isaac Avellino. This is Quakertown's first dual meet of the season. PW has already had 6 meets, 3-3 on the season. PW even has a tournament championship to its credit. December 9th this season, won the Travis Mannion Tournament at LaSalle College High School. We're going to have 14 meets. 14 bouts in this meet. Each bout will be 3 periods unless there is a pin. So Cianciola will be for Quakertown, Avellino for PW. Avellino is 7-3 this season. And he'll get 2 points to the takedown. It's 2-0 Isaac Avellino. 15 seconds into the opening period of this opening 145-pound bout. Trying to get belly down on Cianciola. I believe Cianciola is the only senior on this Quakertown roster. It's a mostly young Quakertown team. Avellino all-time 18-18. Isaac trying to get a takedown again. And it's off the mat. The escape point goes to Cianciola. It's 2-1 Avellino. 1 minute 16 to go in the first period of this opening bout. 145 pounds. 152 will be next. Hands are locked. Trying to get a cradle. Cianciola has it. Cianciola this season 1-2. Both of his losses are pins. He's off the mat. And he'll be in a neutral position. 43 seconds to go in the first period. 2-1 Isaac Avellino of PW. A decision is worth 3 team points. Major decision is worth 4. Major decision is 8-14 points. And this is going to be a takedown. Isaac Avellino had been down. He'll get an escape point. It's now 4-3 Tyler Cianciola after that takedown. About to close in on the opening period of the 145-pound bout. Time expires. There was a neutral point. There was a, I think he escape. And Avellino will be credited 5-4 advantage. Second period now in the 145-pound bout. It's Quakertown 0, Plymouth Whitemarsh 0. The 152-pound bout will be forfeited by PW to Jake Wheeler. 2 points awarded to Cianciola. 6'5" Tyler Cianciola of Isaac Avellino, who is in the bottom position, looking to get a reversal. trying to get out of bounds. He will. Kurt Handel is asking the referee something. He is also a business education teacher at Quakertown. Entering the season, Handel 224 and 107. He has a district dual championship to his credit. The Panthers took top district honors in 2009. In 2008, I believe the Panthers made the state duels for the first time ever. Avellino is now standing. Trying to lock arms now. One more point there. It's 6-6. Trying to get a cradle underneath. Almost in a somersault position. Maybe something potentially dangerous. And there was a potentially dangerous called. I think that was against Isaac Avellino. So it's 7-6. Tyler Cianciola of Quakertown. Last time PW and Quakertown faced off, December 21st, 2016 in Quakertown. Quakertown won. It's 36-30. It came down the final bout. It was 30-30. And Quakertown registered a pin to seal the deal. 42 seconds left in the second period. 7-6 Cianciola Quakertown over Avellino of PW in the 145-pound. Our first of 14 bouts. 3 of the bouts are going to be forfeited. And 2 points there. 2. Cianciola, it's 9-7. Cianciola 1-2 on the season again. Avellino 7-3. He pushes him off the mat. 8 seconds to go in the second period. 9-7 Cianciola over PW's Avellino. That's the end of the second period. This 145-pound bout. It is 9-7. Cianciola had 5 in that period. Avellino had 2. Isaac Avellino will take bottom position. So Quakertown is the defending Suburban 1 American regular season champ. PW has actually won each of the past 4 Suburban 1 American tournaments. That's potentially dangerous. So Avellino will take bottom position. Final period of this 145-pound bout. Minute 40 to go. If we are tied, we'll go to sudden victory. And if still tied, a couple 30-second overtime sessions. Avellino wincing. Fortunate he didn't get taken down. Minute 27 to go in the 145-pound bout. 9-7 Quakertown Cianciola over Avellino PW. Got to be careful. Isaac needs to get a reversal and a takedown. PW has won 13 consecutive Suburban 1 American home bout meets. So 13 straight home meets in conference play. And Quakertown gets it. Down he goes. Avellino is pinned. At 4:55. Quakertown gets the first one 6-0. And PW is about to forfeit. So it's 6-0 Quakertown. PW is about to be down 12-0 because Jake Wheeler's going to get a forfeit win in the 152 class. Jake Wheeler will get his 4th win in the season. It'll be his first forfeit win, though. He is a junior. So Cianciolo with the pin at 145. Wheeler with the forfeit. It's going to make it 12-0 Quakertown. Third bout now, it's the 160. Kyle Goodwin of Quakertown and Zach Fisher of PW. Last time PW hosted Quakertown was December 20th, 2006. 11 years ago today. Quakertown won 51-21. The Panthers won the first 8 bouts for a 39-0 lead. Couple of escapes and reversals. 2-1. Favor now of Zach Fisher of PW early on in this 160. Trying to get a takedown. Looks like it's 2 points there. And 2 points are given to Fisher. So it's 4-1 Zach Fisher of PW, who is 6-3 in the season, 68-42 in his varsity career. He has 21 pins with PW. 55 seconds to go in the first period in this 160-pound clash. Kyle Goodwin this season, 2-3, is 3-3 on varsity. Quakertown's only competition so far was the My House Excalibur tournament, December 16th to 17th at Wilkes University. Came in 10th out of 23rd. Now toward the edge of the circle. 2 points awarded to Fisher. It's 8-2. Close to being belly down, but he's off the mat. 18 seconds to go in the first period, 160-pound class. PW's Zach Fisher, 8. Quakertown's Kyle Goodwin, 2. Goodwin will be down. And he's going to remain down. 8 seconds to go in the period. There's 4 seconds. Time's about to expire. But it's a great start for Zach Fisher, who is out in front. 8-2. Suburban One Sports is your premier high school sports authority for the Suburban One League, providing athletes and fans the latest sports news, scores, and photos. Visit www.suburban1sports.com. Both of these teams are in the Suburban One American Conference. 10 seconds into the second period. It's 8-2 Fisher. 2 more points there for Fisher. Right now, if it will remain this way, we'd be in major decision territory, which is 8-14 points. Right now, Quakertown leads in terms of team points 12-0 through 2 bouts, as we're in the 160 bout. So 10-2 Fisher with 1:27 to go in the second period. Kyle Goodwin on the bottom for Quakertown. He gets the escape for neutral position. So 1 point awarded to Goodwin. It's now 10-3 Fisher. After this bout, Kyle Olchen-Bruns of Quakertown will take on Lauren Young in the 170. 2 more points awarded to Fisher. 12-3. He's up by 9 now. Zach Fisher. By the way, Zach Fisher has 3 tech falls in his career. That's when you win by 15 points in the mat and the bout is over. Able to escape, get some points there. 12-4 now, Zach Fisher in the 160. PW doesn't want a repeat performance of this day 11 years ago when it was down 39-0. Another point awarded. It's 14-4. Now some back points are coming. He's about to pin him down. Just needs to lock his arms and his knees. 17 seconds. He's got him right where he wants him. Down he goes. Zach Fisher pins Kyle Goodwin at 3 minutes and 48 seconds. PW gets a much-needed 6 points. It's now 12-6 Quakertown through 3 bouts. Warren Young of Plymouth Whitemarsh is going to take on Kyle Ocean-Bruns in the 170. I believe 170 pounds is the weight class that John Michael Stoudemire won the state title for PW back in 2011. Right now, locking arms in neutral. 13 seconds into opening period. This is our 4th of 14 bouts. Quakertown leads 12-6, no points so far in this bout. So Ocean-Bruns, a freshman, 1-2 on the season. Warren Young is 5-3. He's 27-24 all time. Three of his 5 wins have been pins this season for Warren. Gets 2 points, 2-0. Now cradling on top of Ocean-Bruns. This is a relatively young Quakertown team. He gets the escape. So it's 1 point for Ocean-Bruns. It's 2-1 Warren Young. 47 seconds to go in the opening period. Since 1986, PW has been the Suburban 1 American champion 8 times in regular season play. Quakertown has won 10 regular season conference titles in the last 31 years. Now locking arms. Now he's going at the leg, trying to go for a reversal. Wonder if he's going to do a chicken wing. Official not awarding anything yet. There's 2 points. 4-1. Warren Young. Getting very close here to tying things up. It's 12-6 Quakertown, but it's 4-1. Warren Young over Kyle Ocean-Bruns through 1 period, but the 170-pound class are 4th of 14 bouts. So last season, Quakertown 13-7 overall, 7-0 in the conference. Second place at the Suburban 1 American Championships. PW won that. 7th at District 1 3A Central. 18th for Southeast PA AAA Regional, and 98th at PWHS Championships. As Josh Stahl represented Quakertown at States, I think you'll see him later on. So second period, it's 4-2. Warren Young of PW over Kyle Ocean-Bruns. Now they're in neutral position. Ocean-Bruns goes at him. He's going to push him off the mat. David Luffy in his first season. PW being very careful of each wrestler. Justin Giovinco in the previous 4 seasons led PW. PW is 26-2 in the past 4 seasons in conference play. A minute 22 to go. Second period of the 170. There's a takedown for Warren Young. It's 6-2 in his favor. Minute 10 to go. Period 2. So Tyler Cianciola pinned Isaac Avellino at 145. Jake Wheeler received a forfeit at 152 for Quakertown. Zach Fisher pinned down Quakertown's Kyle Goodwin at the 160. Pepperell Horsham's supposed to be the team to contend with this season as well. So it's a wide open conference. 1 point on the escape for Ocean-Bruns. 6-3 Lauren Young. 53 seconds to go in the period. Max Russell will take on either Scott Horry or David Garcia, PW, in the 182 next. So 12-6 Quakertown in team points. But Warren Young has a 6-3 edge on Kyle Ocean-Bruns. Off the mat, and Young is a bit down. He'll get himself back up. Getting instruction from Luffy and staff. And it'll be neutral again. 35 seconds to go in the second period of 170. 6-3 Young over Quakertown's Olsen Bruns. "20 seconds now left. Got to get that cradle. 2 points there. 8-3 now. Warren Young. 5 seconds. Olsen Bruns going to be fortunate. Watch out here. 1 second. And escapes danger. So it's now 8-3. Outscored Olsen Bruns 4-2. So Warren Young will take the bottom position. By the way, the last time these two teams did face off here on December 20th, 2006, Kurt Handel was the head coach of Quakertown. Hall of Famer Bob Lawrence was at the helm for PW. Both of those coaches are in the house. Bob Lawrence still enjoys coming to the meets. Olsen Bruns is on top of Warren Young. This is the first of 7 conference meets for each team. And you're going to want to win your first meet to set the tone in the conference. And Young is on the bottom. Olsen Bruns' first and lone win was a pin. Now he's got to escape. See on the outside is Olsen Bruns. A minute to go in the period, the final period. PWA officials on the mat. Young trying to lay him down. 48 seconds now. He's got that left leg. You see he is grimacing. Trying to get that reversal and that escape. "30 seconds now left in this bout. 8-3 Warren Young, and on the reversal that's 2. 10-3 Warren Young with 20 seconds left. 1 from the escape. It's 10-4. There was 1-2 Olsen Bruns. He's off the mat. One final hope for either of these wrestlers to get a pin. PW gets a pin, they'll tie it up. Looks like right now there could be a decision, which would be only 3 points awarded to the team. Now 7 seconds left. Warren Young is in good shape for his 6th win this season. That'll do. Warren Young wins by decision, 10-4. On a 2-0 run in that final period over Kyle Olsen Bruns. So it's now 12-9 Quakertown. PW with 9 straight points after trailing 12-0 after the first 2 bouts with a pin and a forfeit. PW coming back with a pin and a decision. We'll go to our 5th bout now, the 182. It'll be Max Russell, and it'll be against Scott Ori. David Garcia will take on Michael Terra in the 195. So both wrestlers this season. Max Russell has yet to play. He is 16-34 on varsity. Scott Ori, 5-3 this season, 38-26 on varsity. He's a senior. Majority of Horry's wins have been by decision. He has 19. So half of his wins have been by decision. So 12-9 Quakertown. 20-plus seconds into the opening period of this 182 bout. Our 5th of 14. It's 0 for Horry and 0 for Russell. My stats are correct. Russell has been pinned way too many times. He's been pinned 29 times. So the very winnable bout for Scott Horry takes him off the mat. So a minute 15 to go in this opening period of the 182. 0-0. You see there, each of the wrestlers are wearing singlets. I believe wrestlers are permitted to also wear shorts and shirts if they wish. It's a new rule that is being instituted at the PWHS, I believe. 47 seconds now in the opening period of the 182. Russell 0, PW's Horry 0. Ooh, trying to kick him down, and he'll take him out. In neutral position now, 30 seconds to go in the first period. The 182 and team points, PW is down 12-9. Horry now pushes Max Russell out. So Quakertown, with that pin by Cianciola over Isaac Avellino, has now registered at least one pin in 70 consecutive meets. As for PW, with the pin by Zach Fisher over Kyle Goodwin, it's now 44 consecutive dual meet. Well, yes. In terms of with a pin, that is actually 21 now. Though 21 consecutive meets, PW has at least a pin at 0-0. Russell and Horry. So if PW gets team points here, it will be the 44th consecutive dual meet with at least 10 team points. Horry is on top of Russell. By the way, Quakertown with the 12 points. It's now 72 straight dual meets with at least 10 team points. So the first point is on an escape, I believe, by Russell. So Russell's up 1-0 in the second period. There were no points in the opening period at the 182. Our fifth of 14 bouts. Horry and Russell locking arms in the headgear. We've already seen a couple potentially dangerous calls early on. Actually got a good crowd here at CES Gym. A lot of people are sitting on the side you don't see on your screens. Side that we're on, which is where the basketball teams would normally sit. 55 seconds to go in the second period. In the 182, it's just 1-0. Max Russell. No, Quakertown. After this school year, I believe Quakertown will be going back to Suburban 1 Continental. They were in Continental, the Panthers were, from 2008 to 2016. Before then, had been an American. That's going to be 2 points for Horley. So it's 2 runs, Scott Horry, PW. 20 seconds now to go. Period 2 with the 182. Came close. That's 1 on the escape or a reversal. 2-2 now. 2 there for Horry. It's 4-2 Scott Horry. All the points coming in this period. And we'll go to the third. Scott Horry up 4-2. It was 0-0 after the first 2 minutes. So Horry will take down position. He'll be on the bottom. So Russell now trying to put Horry down, but he's not going to go belly down easily. Horry with great control. And there's an escape for Horry. 5-2 now in favor of Scott Horry. The result holds. PW will tie it up at 12 apiece, entering the 6th bout. PW has lost each of the past 3 dual meets against Quakertown. Last year, PW lost to Quakertown 36-30 in Quakertown to begin the season. PW had 3 pins, Quakertown 2. Quakertown had 3 decisions, PW had none. PW had 3 majors, Quakertown 1. Nick Hadley for Quakertown had a tech fall at 145. And they're off the mat. 6-2 now. With 50 seconds to go in favor of Horry. By the way, PW is going to receive a forfeit at 106. Dylan Moore's going to get his 6th forfeit win in the season. He'll be 9-0. That will be our 9th bout. 30 seconds to go in this bout. 182, 6'2", Scott Horry, who's looking to get his 39th win on varsity and his 6th in the season. Here on Max Russell, who is 16-34 and has been pinned 29 times. Russell put a hand on the headgear, and they break off. 15 seconds to go. PW looking to tie it up with another decision. Now he goes on top. There's 2 more for Horry. It's 8-2. If he gets another 2, it'll be a major decision. And that'll do it. Scott Horry wins by decision in the 182. 8-2. So, PW has knotted up at 12 apiece after being down 12-0 for the first 2 bouts. Now for 5 bouts, it's Quakertown 12, PW 12. Now our 6th bout, the 195-pound between Quakertown's Michael Terra and David Garcia, PW. Terra is 3-3. Garcia, 6-4 this season, 8-7 on varsity in his career. In case you're wondering, Garcia is wearing the red headgear. So right now we're not up at 12 apiece, so there's going to be another lead change. And we're off the mat. 25 seconds into the opening period of 195. Terra 0, Garcia 0. Oh, he's going to try to body slam him. And Garcia with great poise will not allow him to do it. Whereas last season, these PW wrestlers became experienced with Justin Giovinco, a 2-time Plymouth Whitemarsh state champion. He's off the mat there. By the way, Quakertown's most recent state champion was Pat Flynn in 2006 at 189. A decision over Thomas Shovlin of Central Dalford 5-4. Kurt Handel hoping to send another one to the top of the podium this season. A minute to go. Crowd here in great spirits, really urging on the competition. 55 seconds to go in the opening period. And there's a couple of points awarded to Garcia. It's 2-0 David Garcia. Right back at you, 2 for Dara. It's 2-2. Potentially dangerous. PW faithful not happy about what just happened in terms of the call. So 2-2, Michael Terra of Quakertown and David Garcia. We're going to restart as Garcia is going to be bottom. Referee doesn't like what he sees. Want to make sure everything is safe. 39 seconds to go in the opening period of 195. It's 2-2. Michael Terra, Quakertown, and David Garcia, Plymouth, Whitemarsh. Garcia wants to get an escape. Off the mat. No points there. 29 seconds to go in the opening period of 195. 2-2, Terra and PW's David Garcia. By the way, if you want to get more information about these teams in terms of statistics, the results, and other wrestling information in the state of Pennsylvania, make sure you visit pa-wrestling.com. That's pa-wrestling.com. It's a good source of information. So 10 seconds now in the first period of 195. It's 2-2. 4 seconds now. Reversal. 2 points for Garcia. David Garcia leads 4-2 after the first period. It's been a busy week here for Colonial Instructional Television. This is our third straight day of broadcasting. Had boys bowling against Upper Dublin on December 18th. And to correct myself during that broadcast, I'd forgotten that Plymouth Whitemarsh bowling team before that 1,028 in Game 3 against Upper Dublin actually had a 1,000 game against Penridge January 27, 2016. I wanted to clear the record on that. So it was PW's first 1,000 game of conference play since January 27, 2016. I wanted to clear the record. So a minute 53 to go in this second period. 4-3. As Terra got a point. Out of the circle. Coaching staff giving instructions to Garcia. Last season, PW had been involved in 2 36-30 meets in conference play. They had been on each side of those results. That's 2 meets in a row, or 2 meets in the season, that is, that went 30-30 into the final bout. Also had a 36-30 win against Haverhill Horsham last season that you saw here in CITV. Was January 21st, 2017. Minute 23 to go in the second period. 4-3 Garcia PW over Terra. Terra of Quakertown off the mat. This is our 6 of 14 bouts. Here Jeremy McGuigan or Ralph Martin are going to take on Darren Reese in the 220 before we send it to break. So 12-12 Quakertown PW in team points. We have a great Quakertown contingency you see on your screen. But we're hearing more of the PW faithful that are sitting behind the scorekeeping table. So 59 seconds to go in the second period of the 195. 4-3 David Garcia. He'll go underneath. Garcia trying to twist him. He'll get 2 points. 6-3 Garcia. PW looking for its first lead of this match. Garcia now going to the left shoulder of Michael Terra in the 195. 1 more point for Garcia. 7-3 now. For the junior. Looking for his 9th varsity win and his 7th of the season. Now locking underneath. Garcia's on top. 7 seconds left. Trying to find a position. One stop in. 1 second. Won't get it. It was a 3-1 run for Garcia. It's now 7-3 for David Garcia over Michael Terra, Quakertown. Entering the final period of the 195. By the way, Quakertown has now been pinned by an opponent for the 5th straight meet. PW has now been pinned for the 8th consecutive meet. PW and Quakertown have each registered pins earlier. So 1:45 to go. And the 195. Garcia trying to get up. Now trying to get a cradle. There's Tara. He wants the belly down. Trying to get his arms underneath. Garcia won't give. Doesn't want it potentially dangerous. Arms around the neck. And now it looks like Tara, if he locks arms again, pin position, could get some back points. He's on top. A minute 5 to go. Fans think there's something illegal going on. And yes, the hands are wrapped around. Fans are very wary that hands are wrapped around necks. Needs to get up, cannot get enough back points there. 32 seconds left in the bout at the 195. Garcia up 7-3. Back points coming here, but Garcia's not giving. 2 points given, 7-5 Garcia. 14 seconds left. He needs to hold on for 8 seconds. If there are 2 more points to Tara, we'll go to overtime, but not there. 3 seconds left. David Garcia wins by decision, 7-5. Had to hang on for those final seconds. Hard-fought bouts for each. PW has its first lead of the night, 15-12, as we'll now go to our 7th bout, the 220. Darren Reese will take the mat for Plymouth Whitemarsh. We're going to see if it's Jeremy McWegan or Ralph Martin. Darren Reese from PW. Sounds like it may be Jeremy McWegan. So Reese is in the red headgear. He breaks it up. Reese this season 5-4. 20-24 in his varsity career. And it's off the mat. Headgear does come off. Will have to be readjusted by the coaching staff. Minute 31 to go in the opening period of the 220. PW has a 15-12 edge in terms of team points. By the way, since it's the season of giving, consider a gift to the Colonials School District Education Foundation during its annual campaign. Help the CSDEF meet its goal of raising $25 per student. For more information, please visit colonialsd.org/foundation. Headgear situation is settled. So minute 19 to go in the opening period of 220. 2 points coming for the Panthers in the 220. Darren Reese down 2-0. So now a minute to go. Darren Reese looking in trouble. So now 47 seconds left in the opening period. So Reese down 2-0. Reese is on the bottom still. Trying to lock in the hand underneath the neck. He gets up momentarily. 16 seconds. Reese is down 2-0. So now 7 seconds left. One more point. 3-0. Thinking in favor of Quakertown's McGuigan. Quakertown defers. So it'll be neutral. Darren Reese down 3-0. Two more points for Quakertown. Reese in trouble. Nearing the 220. Reese has been pinned twice this season. He gets an escape point or reversal. So it's 5-1. Now minute 28. They're now in the bottom. You don't see that often in which the opponent takes a break and then can go back in. Reese needs to take his opportunities. A minute 13 to go. Second period at 2:20. Reese is down 7-1. He gets out. He'll get an escape. So Reese makes up points at 7-2. So 53 seconds. 7-2. Quakertown down 3 in team points, but Reese is down 5 in this bout in the second period. 39 seconds to go in this second of 3 periods. Reese has not been able to be in control. 2 more points. It's a 7-point deficit, 9-2. Reese needs to get out because there's 13 seconds left. Very close to a pin. 8 seconds. Maybe bailed out just by time. 3 seconds. 2 more points. It's 11-2. Jeremy McGuigan is up 11-2. He had 8 points there. Darren Reese had a couple. Well, actually, it was going to be 11-2. And A.J. Clegg, the athletic trainer, is going to have to deal with some blood coming out of Jim McGuigan's nose. If he is unable to continue, he'll have to forfeit by default. So it's 11-2 Jeremy McGuigan over PW's Darren Reese in the 220. And after this, we'll go to a short break and come back with the 285. Did you know Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf visited Colonial Middle School? On December 6th, the governor had been there to announce a new Pennsylvania system of school assessment schedule for the 2018-19 school year, made possible by the reduction in test questions. While schools are required to start the PSSA the week of April 9th this school year, they will have new flexibility to start as late as April 25th in 2019. Very cool for Governor Wolf to stop by the Colonial School District. So final period of the 220, 11-2. 2 more points, it's 13-2. But it is an escape. Some equipment comes off. Looks like maybe part of her mouthpiece. Reese momentarily had something, but he's down 10. 2 more points. So McGuigan's up 12. McGuigan, a sophomore, is 2-3. Both of his wins have been pins off the mat. Kurt Handel and other coaching staff are irate. If they don't control themselves, they'll be an unsportsmanlike. Looks like there may be a deduction of a point for unsportsmanlike conduct. And Kurt Handel's got to want to get an explanation here. By the way, it's 15-11. I'm not sure if I've seen that before. In terms of team points, it's 15-11. It was 15-12. Careful they don't lose. Don't lose another team point. You will not see this often because of Kurt Handel's mouth and actions. PW is now up 14 points instead of 3. It's no longer 15-12. It's 15-11. Kurt Handel has been at the helm way too long. He should know better. Minute 16 to go in the bout. 15-3. Another 3 points with none for Reese will be a tech fall. Reese needs to get up. Because right now, if it's a major decision, it will be a tie. We'll be tied going into the break through 7 bouts. Now, if it weren't for the unsportsmanlike by Handel, then Quakertown could be up with a major decision, 8-14 points. 38 seconds in this 220 bout. 15-3, Jeremy McGuigan. It's 15-11. PW in the team points. It was 15-12, but 1 point was deducted due to unsportsmanlike. We're going to stop here. Potentially dangerous. It looked like. Neutral possession. Okay, the meet ended. We're going to get an explanation before we go. So, Jeremy McGuigan wins it. We have more wrestling coming up on CITV. Stay tuned. Now we're in our 8th bout, the 285. Quakertown regained the edge. It's now 17-15. It was a tech fall for Jeremy McGuigan over Darren Reitz. So it's 17-15 in favor of Quakertown with team points. Now at the 285, it's Ralph Martin to Quakertown and Paolo DeSanto to Sotmore for PW. So apparently, Jeremy McGuigan had a 15-point lead to pick up the 5 team points for a tech fall over Rees. So minute 8 to go in the opening period of the heavyweight. It's 0-0 for Ralph Martin and Paolo DeSanto. Martin 3-3 this season. 23-17 in his varsity career. He has 10 pins. He's been pinned 10 times. DeSanto is 27-13 on varsity, 5-3 this season. DeSanto has 19 pins and has been pinned 4 times his career. Off the mat. DeSanto forced out Ralph Martin. Even if PW gets a decision, PW will retake the lead. This is our 8th of 14 bouts. Off the mat. It'll be crucial for each team to pick up points here, because our next bout, the 106, will be forfeited to PW's Dylan Moore. Will pick up his 9th win in the season. It'll be 9-0. Looks like AJ Clegg will have to go and take care of Paolo DeSanto now. There's blood on his shoulder. 25 seconds to go in the opening period of 285 heavyweight. It's 0 for Martin and 0 for Paolo DeSanto. Actually, Clegg is tending to Martin. Both had blood. A very intense meet. It's 17-15 in terms of team points in favor of Quakertown. Want to know how your team is doing in District 1? Well, visit districtscores.com. When you're there, click on the desired season and the desired sport to find up-to-date records and rankings for each PIAA classification in the district. That's districtscores.com. You don't have to wait for rankings to come out once a week like past seasons. Entering December 20th, Plymouth Whitemarsh boys basketball 4-0, currently number 1 in District 1. 6A Plymouth Whitemarsh girls 4-1 is currently ranked 14th in District 1 6A. Lady Colonials' loss had been the Central Buck South here at CES 58-52, but it wasn't their official home opener as snow on December 15th moved the game from Warrington to CES Gym the following day. So PW's quote-unquote official home opener for girls basketball will be against Wissahickon on Friday, December 22nd, a game we plan on bringing to you on CITV. So everyone should be taken care of. 20 seconds to go in this opening period. 0-0 for Martin and PW's Paolo DeSanta. 10 seconds to go in the heavyweight. First period. Quakertown up 17-15 in team points after the tech fall by McGuigan. 1 second. We're scoreless through one period in the heavyweight. PW's going to pick up 6 points after this bout. So even if PW loses by decision in this bout, PW would go up entering the 10th bout. This is our 8th bout. Paolo DeSanto awarded the first point of this bout. It's 1-0 DeSanto. Then PW has won 13 consecutive home meets in conference play. Haven't lost here in conference play since Upper Moreland on February 6, 2013, 34-33. That was the season before Justin Giovinco took over. Giovinco had been PW's head coach in each of the previous 4 seasons before David Luffy took over this year. A minute to go. Second period, the heavyweight. 1-0 PW's DeSanto. Now locking arms on the headgear. Now DeSanto in his career, 27-13. He has not registered a tech fall, meaning he won by 15 points. 19 of his 27 wins have been by pin. 34 seconds left in this period. 1-0 DeSanto over Martin of Quakertown. 32-mile commute to get here. Quakertown is probably closer to Dorney Park and Allentown than it is to Plymouth Meeting. Think within a 50 to 20-mile radius. So 8 seconds. Quakertown up 17-15 in team points. DeSanto up 1-0 on Martin. Time's about to expire. For 2 periods. 1-0 Paolo DeSanto in the heavyweight over Ralph Martin. Now there's 1 point for Martin. So we're not up at 1 apiece for Martin and PW's DeSanto. Minute 40 to go in the bout. Heavyweight is knotted up at 1 apiece. They both lock arms now on each other's backs. Trying to get in the skin. Takes him out. No point. Oh, DeSanto now looking for his opening. Headgear comes off from Martin. So that stops the play. So in Our December 18th edition of CITV Sports. Jake Newell, PW, had a 701 series, fifth have been fewer than 15 in boys' history for Jet Blizzard's squad. By the way, the 701 series put Jake Newell temporarily in the top 10 of the conference in terms of average. And there's a lot more bowling to go. So 52 seconds to go in this third period for the heavyweight. If it remains this way, we'll go to sudden victory. 40 seconds. It's got that feeling of a battle to the end type meet in which it could be decided in the final bout. 30 seconds left. DeSanto's got to get a takedown here or an escape. Now 20 seconds in the final period. 1-1 for Ralph Martin of Quakertown and Pal DeSanto of Plymouth Whitemarsh here in the Suburban 1 American Opener of the 2017-18 school year. PW's first home meet of this season. 2 seconds left. No points awarded. We are going to overtime. So, we got a minute here. If someone gets a point, it will be over. If we do not get any points, we'll go to 2 30-second overtime. Sudden victory here. First to get a point wins the bout. Dylan Moore will receive 16 points on the forfeit in the 106 category for PW. PW would like to have a bigger edge and just maybe a few points. Takes it down. 2 points and the bout goes to Ralph Martin. He wins it 3-1, sudden victory. It brings it to 20-15, but PW's going to take a 21-20 edge as Dylan Moore's going to get his 6th forfeit win this season at the 106 category for PW, his 9th win. Dylan Moore 9-0. PW hasn't had an undefeated wrestler for a whole season since John Michael Stoudemire in the 2010-11 season. So now we're going to go to our 10th bout, the 113. Kyle Miller, Quakertown, and Jake Brainbridge of Plymouth Whitemarsh. He is in his first year at PW. He's 5-4. Kyle Miller, though, is on the mat for Quakertown. So, minute 45 to go in the opening period of the 113. Quakertown is now down a point because of Moore getting the forfeit. PW is up 21-20 in team points. And to clarify, the heavyweight was a 3-1 sudden victory win for Ralph Martin over Paolo DeSanto. 2 points given to Kyle Miller of Quakertown over Jake Bainbridge, the freshman for PW. Then Quakertown has won 11 straight conference meets if you count its Final Four in the Suburban Continental in the 2015-16 season. Quakertown has over 500 victories dating back to the 1959-60 school year. That's when I believe wrestling began. There's some back points coming. This is not looking good for Bainbridge. Bainbridge been coughing up his chance. He needs to move out. He gets out of the way. 2-0 Miller needs to get out. He's going to get up. He needs to escape. He gets up. And it's a couple points there. 3 points on a near fall. So it's 5-0 Miller, but Bainbridge is fortunate to get a grip and get out of the way. Based on the crowd support here, you'd think it's a Plymouth Whitemarsh basketball game. It's great when the fans are vocal, as long as it's appropriate. 20 seconds to go in the 113-pound bout in the first period. 5-0. Quakertown's Miller over Bainbridge of PW. The 120 will follow. It would be Corey Cope and Jonathan Jang of PW. 5 seconds now. And we're going to have a second period. Bainbridge has a lot of work to do. It's Kyle Miller 5 and Jake Bainbridge 0 in the 113. Miller Quakertown up 5 as we go to the second period. 2 more minutes on the clock. I think Kurt Handel has learned his lesson after having a team point taken away earlier by arguing with the official. And now Bainbridge is going to get called for that one. It's 6-0. 6-0 now for Miller. PW up 21-20 in team points. Bainbridge now on top, but needs to belly him down. Now minute 37. Handel now standing up, motioning with his right finger. Hands on the head. He wants to take him down. Minute 20. Wants a reversal maybe. He's on the mat. The official's on the mat. Bainbridge needs to turn. Oh. It was a close one. Official had to break it up. It's 6-0 Miller of Quakertown. Next school year, Quakertown plans on going back to Suburban One Continental as Abington will look forward to joining Suburban One American. And if you're going to hear from the fans throughout the remainder, one more point. Looks like it's now 7-0. Now 8-0 Miller. Bainbridge is going to need a pin. It looks like right now he's going to need some points. PW's up 1 point. That sudden victory by Ralph Martin over Paolo DeSeno, a heavyweight, definitely changes his full swing of momentum. 2 more points for Miller. He's just 5 unanswered points away from ending us by tech fall. We already had a tech fall. Jeremy McGuigan over Darren Reese. 13 seconds left in the second period of 113. 10-0 Kyle Miller of Quakertown. 21-20 PW Doe in team points. 5 seconds. Bainbridge has to hold on and regroup. After 2 periods, 10-0 Kyle Miller of Quakertown. With Jake Bainbridge of PW. He'll take up top. You're watching Suburban One American Wrestling on Colonial Structural Television. Again, I'm Scott Samuel David Weiss. This is the 2017-18 Suburban One American opener for both Quakertown and Plymouth Whitemarsh. Another point for Miller. And despite Quakertown graduating 11 seniors from last season's team, Quakertown's still a force to be reckoned with. PW has not been able to figure out Quakertown in past years, trying to change it with a new head coach in David Luffy. Minute 40 to go in the bout, and 113, 11-0 Kyle Miller of Quakertown. Bainbridge needs a pin. That's 2 more. 2 more instant points will end it. He gets a reversal or takedown. This is over. Very close from a tech fall there. For Kyle Miller. I'm going to have a conversation with the official. So it's 21-20 PW in team points. It's 13-0 Kyle Martin. Right now it is bound for a major decision if the result holds. Major decision, 8 to 14 point victory would be 14 points. And a tech fall, which is 15 point lead, which is a victory, would be 5 points for the team. So 2 more points will end it. Bainbridge shut out right now, down 13 with a minute 13 to go. The final period of 113 bout. PW trailed 12-0 to begin. And there's the first point. He escaped. So Bainbridge not out of the woods.
Go big! Go big!
Well, yeah, he's down 12. 61 seconds to go in the bout. At 113. 13-1 Miller of Quakertown. That's 2 points. And boy, that escape. It's really a difference right now because otherwise this would be done. 46 seconds left. Might be good for PW. They concede, and there's some back points coming. Even if he breaks up, it would be a tech fall. It's a tech fall. Kyle Miller wins by tech fall. That was at 5:23. Gave it his all, Jake Bainbridge. Couldn't hang on. So it's going to now bring the score to Quakertown 25, Plymouth Whitemarsh 21, with 4 bouts to go. 120-pound clash now. Jonathan Jang will take the mat for PW. It will be Corey Cope for Quakertown. This is a good one because Corey Cope is 42-31 in his career, 3-3 on the season. John Jang is 2-7. There's a lot of room to improve. He's been pinned 5 times. It'll be great if Jang here could get some points because PW is going to forfeit at 138, which is the final bout. So PW is going to have at least a 6-point lead. Well, really a 7-point lead. There's a takedown there, 2 points. John needs to get out of there because Quakertown is about to gain momentum. He gets out, so it's 2-0. Cope. Cope placed 5th in districts last season, 2nd in sectionals. He went 24-8 as a sophomore. He has 22 pins in his career. Or as a freshman, he was 15-20. So he's improved. He's right now 3-3 after the My House Excalibur tournament at Wilkes University, December 16th and 17th. 94 seconds in the first period. It's now 4-0 in the 120 for Quakertown's Corey Cope. Zach Lewis or Josh Stahl will be in the 126 for Quakertown. Down he goes. A minute and 17 into the bout is a pin for Corey Cope. That's his 23rd in the career. 31-21. I think it's a 20-0 run. Marco Di Battista will take on either Zach Lewis or Josh Stahl. And the 126. Marco Di Battista has 94 career wins for PW. He's 6 wins away from joining his brother Gianpiero Battista in the 100 win club. Gianpiero was the last Colonial to get 100 wins. Gianpiero was here 2011-15. This is the 126. Battista is 8-1 this season, 94-17 in his career. He has 31 pins in his career and has never been pinned by an opponent. Even state champ John Michael Stonemeyer had been pinned once in his career. But Marco Di Battista has not registered a pin in 20 consecutive meets. In fact, this drought started against the fellow he's facing right now. Or actually, it was the fellow who pinned John Jang, Corey Cope. To my knowledge, it's 4-0. If the scoreboard's correct. It is not 4-0. The scorekeeper forgot to reset. So 0-0, 56 seconds to go in the 126. It's 31-29, one Quakertown in team points. Looking to defeat PW for the second straight season. I believe the fourth straight meeting. 40 seconds now. De Batista last season qualified for the state meets. Last PW wrestler to stand on the podium at stage. Justin Stoudemire for Plymouth Whitemarsh at 160 had 7th place. But it was 4 to 5 years ago, so it's been a while. He graduated in 2013. I believe he ended up going to Brown. 10 seconds in the opening period of 126. Batista taking on either Lewis or Stahl. We have a good one here in the 126. It's 0-0. De Batista will take bottom. De Batista has received 17 forfeit wins. Fortunately, not this one. Just Stahl, by the way, qualified for states last season, went 32-9 as a sophomore. So it's 1-0 for De Batista. De Batista, lone loss this season, come against a wrestler from William Tennant. And that was Anthony Colella at the Travis Manion tournament, 5-2 decision. That's December 9th. So a minute 19 to go in the second period of 126, 1-0. De Batista. This would be a great time for him to get his first pin in 21 tries. His last pin was February 18, 2017 at the Super 1 American Championships. It was a minute 24 versus Charlie Brammer of Wissahickon. Then he'll get off the mat. Give him a tap on the back. Marco needs to find a good spot. This is probably a definite pin situation for PW. Considering that there'll only be one contested bout after this one. This is our 12th of 14 bouts. Does not look possible for PW to actually win this meet, I just calculated. Even if PW gets a pin here and pinned by Michael Clarkson at the 132, it would only be 33-31 because PW is forfeiting. Forfeiting at 138, sorry. 7 seconds in the second period of 126. Marco De Batista is just 2 minutes away from his 95th varsity win. So 1-0 Marco De Batista in the 126. Here, come on, Josh. Josh Stahl. 63 wins in his first 2 varsity seasons. De Batista on top, we believe Stahl. Josh Stahl made states last season. Can't hang on him. Minute 53 to go in the period. And about 126 pounds. DeBattista 1. Josh Stahl, Quakertown, we believe 0. Quakertown leads 31-21 in team points. Picked a good night for Brigio Wrestling. That's for sure. I just we're a couple days away from winter break. Minute 18, trying to get a cradle. And we'll have to separate him. Batista will take top of Stahl. Josh Stahl last season at 106 had been ranked 5th in District 1. Batista is hanging on. He's on top now. The lock hands. Official getting close to lunging to the mat. Batista would like to start his conference slate in his senior season with a pin. He hasn't had one almost a year. Well, last season. 10 months. So 40 seconds. And the period and the bout. It's 1-0 Marco de Batista. Looks like Quakertown's going to win this meet because there were 2 bouts after this one. The 138 is going to be forfeited. Hold on. What is David Luffy going to discuss? It's a good time to discuss with the official. Just one clarification. Gotta hold on again. De Batista will take top. 30 seconds away from his 95th victory. He would improve to 9-1. It'll be a 7-bout win streak. Hanging on top. We'll stop there. Josh Stahl with 63 wins in his career. As long as he doesn't go in a free fall, Stahl should at some point reach 100. De Batista will sit him down, pull on his shoe, 4 seconds. What a battle. Marco de Batista wins 1-0. 1-0 by decision over Josh Stahl. Win number 95. 5 away from joining his brother Gian Piero in the 100 win club. Michael Clarkson now will go on for PW against Zach Lewis. And the 132 will be our final contested bout. Right now it's 31-24. PW's going to lose this meet, drop to 0-1 in conference play. And will be 26-3 in the last 4+ seasons. About that. In each of the last 4, they were 26-2. The Colonials were in conference play. Clarkson duking it out now with Zach Lewis at 132. Clarkson is 4-2 on the season, 16-43 in his career. Mightily struggled in each of his first 2. He's been pinned 22 times in his career. Lewis here, 2-2 on the season, 10-7 in his career. He's a sophomore. He had been pinned once this season. He has registered 3 pins. PW hasn't been to the district dual meet since 2015. Quakertown hasn't been there in a couple of seasons as well. Kurt Handel has done a much better job handling himself after having a team point taken off the board. At one point it was 15-12 PW. Then next thing you know, it's 15-11 because of unsportsmanlike. So 33 seconds left in the 132. Clarkson and Lewis without a point. Off the mat. This official has been spot on the calls. 20 seconds now in the first period. Best PW can do is get within one. This is where you calculate it and think, oh my goodness, wish we would have had one more wrestler. Or wish we would have taken the win. That's it. For one period at the 132, our final contested bout. Zach Lewis 0, Michael Clarkson and PW 0. Next edition of CITV Sports is scheduled Friday, December 22nd, 2017. Before we go to winter break, Wissahickon will take on Plymouth Whitemarsh Lady Colonials. It'll be interesting to watch the Taylor O'Brien show. She had reached her 1,500th point. She is now third all-time in points. Now that's, I believe, 1 point should have been given to Lewis. Scoreboard does not have it. May have broken up just before an escape would have been given. Minute 32, and the second period to go. It's 1-0 Clarkson according to the scoreboard. Clarkson now on top. Bottom, near the head. Potentially dangerous, possibly. We'll go neutral here. Minute 20 now. We'll go in the second period. Quakertown's next meet, I believe, is scheduled December 22nd at Penridge, which is a big rival. Like, I think Penridge has a nationally ranked wrestler, if I'm not mistaken. PW, if the schedule's correct, would take on Strathaven in a non-league bout. PW has one non-league match, I believe, under its belt. December 13th was 40-22 loss at Westchester East. Westchester East had been in this gym before. Well, that was in boys basketball, that is. During the 2010 PW State Championship run, the first round of districts, I think PW defeated Westchester East by 42. Team had CJ Aiken and Jalen Bond. Believe this could be the last season we see wrestling here at CES Gym, as the site of the former Plymouth Whitemarsh Gym Rest is scheduled to have a new main gym come next school year. So push aside all the fun memories and it'll be time to make new ones. 17 seconds to go in the second period. Scoreboard has 1-0 Clarkson at the 132. And a very thrilling meet. Had pins here and there, and sportsmanlike take a point off the board. That's it through two periods. 1-0 Michael Clarkson over Zach Lewis. PW cannot win this meet. Clarkson will take the bottom. Next time we plan on bringing you PW wrestling will be against Upper Dublin later on this winter season in January 2018. By the way, today is the last official day of fall 2017. December 21st starts winter. So I hope you've enjoyed the season of fall. Minute 40 to go in the bout and on the night, because our 14th and final bout, either Dominic Falco or Patrick McCoy, will be a forfeit to Quakertown. So Quakertown could have a maximum of 43 points here and a minimum of 37. So those tech falls have proved costly. Also, the sudden victory by Ralph Martin over Paolo DeSanto, a heavyweight, proved costly. Clarkson needs to hold on, like Marco Di Battista defeating Josh Stahl 1-0. Di Battista's had a couple of shutout decisions on opponents. For Di Battista, this was the 21st straight bout for him without a pin. And yet he has still not been pinned. That's the important part. 1 minute to go. End of 132. We're 13 for 14 bouts, but this will be our final contested bout. PW has registered just one pin. So it's now 21 straight meets with a pin. That was by Zach Fisher over Kyle Goodwin at 3:48 in the 160. PW had trailed by as many as 12-0. Now down 31-24. 30 seconds now. Zach Lewis is on top. Are we going to see another potential sudden victory bout like Ralph Martin did against DeSanto? He's got to hold on here for another 15 seconds. Clarkson looking for his 5th win this season, his 17th in career. He's going to try to go out. He does. Seven seconds is actually plenty of time for Zach Lewis to get a takedown for 2 points. So 6 seconds left, 5. He's got to hold on. But time will expire. Clarkson wins by decision, 1-0. PW brings them to 27 points. However, in the 138, Dominic Falco and Patrick McCoy, it's going to be forfeited by PW, meaning the final score of this meet will be 40-27. Because Clarkson gets the 1-0 decision. It's been a fun night here at Colonial Middle School Gymnasium. And we hope you've had fun too. But the final score, to my knowledge, is Quakertown 40, Plymouth Whitemarsh 24, Quakertown 1-0 in conference play. PW 0-1 in Suburban 1 American. And that's another edition of CITV Sports. I'm Scott Samuel David Weiss. For more information regarding CITV programming, visit online www.colonialsd.org/community/CITV. Thank you for tuning in.